So hang around till the end and you'll see a huge sale that I did to a local buyer, and it ended up working out really well for me. I saved all the eBay fees, all the shipping processes and all that. So again, hang around till the end, you'll see that. Hey guys, Big Mike here doing another What Sold video. This is episode number 15 of my What Sold this year. Took a little bit of a break, and what I'm going to show you guys today is the sales from late August to early September. I'm going to go through about 22 items that sold on eBay, and then at the very end I have a very large sale that happened where somebody bought something off of eBay locally, picked it up, and then asked how many I had of this item. So hang around till the end and you'll see a huge sale that I did to a local buyer, and it ended up working out really well for me. I saved all the eBay fees, all the shipping processes and all that. So again, hang around till the end, you'll see that. I'm going to go through all 20 other items. Now, I will show you guys, I'm showing you everything that sold from August 27th through about September 3rd or 4th. There's a lot of lower end items. This is just going to be truthful so you guys can see that not always are you going to make $50, $60, $80 on an item when you're selling on eBay. A lot of times you make $1, sometimes you lose a couple dollars. So I had a sale recently where I lost like $5 on the sale. So that's going to happen over time. So I'm going to show you guys all these things. Hopefully it gives you some ideas on things you can keep an eye out for. Also keep an eye out for things to not buy. The first thing I want to show you guys that I sold is a brand new DVD, the Serenity Experience, the Ultimate Action Adventure widescreen version. See this one here, I spent 50 cents on it and I ended up selling it for $3.15 total. I'm going to end up making like $1 profit on that. So not a huge profit, but it took me like 2 seconds to do it, 2 minutes to do it, and got it out the door. So made $1. I didn't lose money on that one, but I didn't make a tremendous amount either. The second item is obviously a much better one. This is one of those Mother's Day items that you guys, if you watch my previous videos, have seen. This is a G.I. Joe Scramble Pilot. This is from the Timeless Collection, the 3rd edition, I guess. So anyway, this guy sold for $50 plus shipping. So my profit on it after eBay fees, shipping, taken out everything, it'll be about $38. So again, it cost me $2 and I'm making $38 on it. First one was a bad sale, only made $1. This one was a great sale, made $38. So great turnaround on that one. This next item is definitely another big win. This is a Mega Bloks. It's kind of the what I call the Lego knockoff. So this is one that was from, I think it's from the early 2000s. It's a retired version. It's the Mega Bloks Call of Duty 212 piece set. It's the Claw Assault Military. So this guy cost me $2. The buyer paid $33 plus they paid, it looks like about $10, $8 to $10 shipping, shipped at priority. So total out the door was $33, not counting the shipping. My profit was $26 on that one. So another good one, $2 into it, $26 profit. Now, what's cool is I also recently on Facebook was looking for some of these kind of things, and I missed one. Another person on Facebook had a very similar Mega Bloks, and they wanted $5 for it, and I missed it by like 10 minutes. I saw it, I posted, and they said somebody just said they wanted it. They sold it for $5. The one that they had was worth $150. So you guys keep an eye out for Mega Bloks brand new that are vintage or a little bit older. I don't know that the newer ones are definitely, keep an eye out, but you want to watch. You don't want to spend retail on something that's brand new. These are going for a good price because I think they're a little bit older. Maybe they've been retired. So the next item is kind of funny. I've sold toothbrushes in the past and I've kind of tried to move away from them. These are two brand new Oral-B 3D white glamorous toothbrushes. One is a soft and one's a medium. I just threw it out there as kind of a his and hers because one's kind of purplish and one's kind of greenish bluish. So anyway, I've got $2.80 into this, and the buyer is in Tel Aviv. So they paid $9 for them, and then they paid shipping on top of that. I want to say they paid like $10 shipping, 10 or $12 shipping. So I didn't make a tremendous profit on this, and this is kind of why I'm moving away from toothbrushes in general. Unless it's a water pick or a electric toothbrush, those you can make really good money. But these guys are not really huge profit. I made $4 on this sale, and I've had it for a little while, so keep an eye out on that. Don't buy toothbrushes unless they're really valuable and you're getting them for a really good price. Okay, the next item is a Soldier of the World. This is the Vietnam War 61 through 75 team member Navy SEALs. I got $2 into this at the Mother's Day sale, and this guy ended up, his hat is actually a little loose there, if you can kind of see it there. I think it is either his hat or his canteen. Sometimes those things come loose on those. But anyway, he sold for $35 plus the buyer paid shipping on top of that. Which was a pretty good deal because I ended up making about $30 profit at the when it was all said and done. So I love selling those things, and I've got probably about 20 or 30 more left of the Soldiers of the World. I probably have about 50 GI Joes left. Okay, this next item, this is a Spooky Town Creepy Clown Academy. And as you guys know, if you watch my previous episodes, I've sold, I think this is the last one. There may be one more, but this was a huge one. I paid $2 for it. I actually had no idea when I first picked these up they were this valuable. They're a Michael's craft store exclusive. So if you find these and they're the limited editions and they're or vintage, definitely pick them up. This guy sold for $59. My profit, they paid shipping on top of that. My profit is $48 on that. So just a huge pickup and a really nice flip on that one. Okay, this next item, it's really kind of a weird one. It's called Nad's Original Gel. It's hair removal. It's for, I think they promote it for women, but I'm sure men could probably use it too. But the thing is I thought it would be a great deal. I think I want to say I paid $6.19 for this. And when I was looking at them, I thought they would sell a lot easier. The problem is they're weigh like just over a pound. So they end up having to ship priority. So if you add the cost of priority on top of the cost of the item, the buyers are just not wanting to pay that much for them. So I ended up selling it for $11 after reducing the price multiple times. I made like $2.25 profit on it. So not a huge deal. I did have 3 of these. This is the last one. Really probably will be careful not to pick these up again, but anyway, it's gone. Made a little money on it. So next item is another Mother's Day item. It's $2 for this Action Man Operation Tiger. It's pretty cool looking dude. He's got like this karate chop action. But it's a Operation Tiger Strike from 1994. So it's definitely a vintage item. It cost me $2. Sold for $17. Plus the buyer paid shipping. The cool thing on this is it actually has a little, if you see inside the box there's a couple little tattoos. You can put those tattoos on the guy or on your own hand, I guess. It's kind of what they were displaying there. So made $11.50 profit. Not a huge profit, but it was a pretty good deal. It was a pretty easy thing to ship. It was actually a pretty small box too. So all right, this thing, I picked this up. If you guys go back and watch my Goodwill haul, this guy was $2.99. It's a AM/FM Walkman WM-FX 103. When I first got this guy, I put batteries into it, plugged everything up, played it, and the tape would play really slow. It was really weird. I didn't know what was going wrong with it. If it was just maybe sometimes there's a band inside of it that gets worn out. But anyway, I thought it was messed up. I listed it pretty cheap. And then when I went back, somebody asked me a question on it. I went back, I put brand new batteries into it and didn't realize my batteries were dying, and it worked perfect. Everything was great on it. All the buttons, tapes played, AM/FM worked, the Mega Boost worked. So usually these guys go for a little bit more, but because the guy asked a couple questions and I was trying to get things out on that Goodwill purchase to kind of clear out that whole purchase, it cost me $2.99. I sold it for $22.50. So profit's about $17. Some people were paying $30 and $40 for this one. So keep an eye out for Sony Walkmans, and always check the battery compartment, see if it's got acid in it, and also always test, if you can, test it and make sure it works. Okay, so now I actually bought a bunch of Levi's jeans from a local Facebook purchase. Got them for $5 a piece. This pair here is a Levi's 514 size 3230. So they're black, and I think they're straight fit. So anyway, Levi's tend to sell pretty good. I always keep an eye out for them if I can get them for $5 or less. Sold them for $19.99 plus shipping, so I made about $13 profit after all the fees and everything. This next item is just a Superman Doomsday DVD. I actually took a stock photo of this one. The one I had was sealed, so this is another one that I bought in that bulk DVD buy between 50 cents and 57 cents a piece. I sold this thing for a whopping $2.85. I would have thought this would have been a much more valuable item. Made less than $1 of profit on this, so not a whole lot there, not a whole lot to talk about on that one. This next item, I would not normally pick this up, but for the first time, but I've actually sold 2 of these already, so I picked it up because I knew I could just relist the auction real quick. So I went ahead and picked it up. I bought it. It's Antone Bauza Ghost Stories White Moon Expansion. That's a mouthful. So it's just an expansion set for a game, a board game, and I paid $15.50 after tax for it. Sold it for $25. So my profit range is $11 to $12. Again, I wouldn't normally pick this up, but since I've already sold it, the thrift store I go to seems to get these in occasionally. So as long as they keep getting them in and I can keep selling them for a $10 to $12 profit, I'll grab it, relist the auction. Takes 20 seconds to do that, throw it on a shelf, and then take a couple minutes to package it up and ship it out. So not a bad profit on that. This next item is ER Season 13. It's a DVD set. I think it's like 6 to 8 DVDs. It's the whole season, and I paid $2.99 for this one at Goodwill, which is a little more than what I normally like to pay. But then I sold it for $23, which is kind of surprising. So profit on that was about $17 total. I was surprised I made that much on this item. Okay, this next item is yet another DVD from that 700 DVD purchase I made, and it cost me 57 cents, and I sold it for $4.50 plus shipping. It's the life story of David Rain. I have no idea who that is or what it's about, but I did notice a few of the others, a few of them sold for a comparable price. So not a huge profit, $3, but when I've got 50 cents into it, and it was an easy flip. So I did decide I'm probably not going to sell individual DVDs unless I can make $10 profit on them. DVDs, Blu-rays, media in general. So I think this is the last, one of the last DVDs I'll probably sell. I've got maybe 5 or 6 still listed. The rest I'm going to sell in a bulk listing, and you guys will probably see that in a couple episodes from now, where I'm just going to dump everything, like do sets of 200 DVDs and sell them in a bulk. Okay, so this next item, I actually sold 2 of these this week. This is Playtex drop-ins. They are, I think it's like 50 drop-ins per box. So there's 100 total in the 2 boxes. And these guys cost me $2.20 total. So I think it was like $1.09 plus tax. So $2.20 into it. I sold them for $9 plus shipping, which is not a tremendous, again, it's not a big one, but I had like 6 sets of these. So profits just over $5 each time. This is the last, this and the next one that I'm going to show you here in just a minute, the last 2 sets. So, I made probably, about $40 profit across all of those. So not a bad deal. It was a single auction, multi-listing. Okay, this one's actually pretty interesting. So I listed this, it's a Walking Dead, I called it a LARPing set. It's got a big machete, a couple hammers, a neck chain, some of the Daryl Dixon's zombie ears that he wears around his neck, and then a pair of pajama pants. So I sold that. I called it a foam replica cosplay or LARPing set. And I've got $2 into each item from the Mother's Day haul. So what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, $12 into it. And sold it for $27, which is pretty cool. Not a bad deal. Total profit, what is that? About $12 profit after fees and everything. So I thought it was pretty cool. I was worried that this type thing would not sell, So I kind of bundled it all together, and it did well. Okay, so the next item is actually another Goodwill pickup. This is a Liberty Bible commentary and Bible for children. I actually paid a little bit more than I thought on these. I ended up paying $2.99 each on these. So my cost is $6.60 with tax and everything. But I did sell these guys to a single buyer for $27, which is huge. They are brand new, just not in the wrapper. Showed pictures of the inside of them and everything. So profit on these guys is about $18. Again, another Goodwill pickup. I love picking up Bibles, especially vintage Bibles or brand new old stock Bibles. So keep an eye out for those kind of things. Not always will they sell, but a lot of times, depending on the church and what they're doing, they may actually do some special courses where they're doing some material from these older books. So always keep an eye out for those kind of things. And so this next guy is just, like I said, another set of those drop-ins. Made about $5 profit on it. I ended up sending an offer. So I had on this last one, I sent an offer for $7.75. So I made a little bit less. Instead of over $5 profit, I made right around $4 profit on this one. But it was the last one, and I wanted to go ahead and try to get them out. All right, so this guy here, this set of gloves, if you guys go back a couple, 3 or 4 episodes, I made a big mistake. I sent, somebody bought these, and I shipped them to the wrong buyer. So I shipped a G.I. Joe character to one person, and I shipped these to the other person. Got them crossed. I think I just put my shipping labels incorrectly on the two boxes, and shipped them out. Everything worked out. The buyers both shipped them back. I had to pay shipping to get those things back. The buyer for the G.I. Joe stuff, or it was either G.I. Joe or some Pops, Funko Pops. I think it was Funko Pops. The guy that bought the Funko Pops actually rebought the Funko Pops, and I shipped those. So that worked out well. The buyer that bought the gloves, though, never responded after he shipped them back. But they did sell again, so I ended up losing money on that one. So I paid $7.50. I ended up having to pay an extra $7.50 in shipping, and I sold them for $14. So on this one, I really lost probably like $5 to $10. So not a profit at all. Lost a little bit of money, but they're gone. I actually did recoup some money by selling them. So if I had just kept them, I would have lost a lot more money. Okay, so this next item is a list of, it's a group of 20 DVDs that I sold. It's a mix of comedy and drama, a little bit of mix of a few other things in there. I paid 50 cents a piece for these, 57 cents a piece for these. So this is part of that huge DVD lot. And so I got $13.50 into it, somewhere in there. And the bad thing is like I said, I did some lots like this, the smaller lots, just aren't selling for much. I think I made $5 profit after everything is said and done. That's just not enough for the effort and the amount of work that you got to put into it. So I probably will just do the big bulk sales mostly for the rest of the DVDs. All right, so this last item is an Ultimate Soldier, and this is the actual guy that, like I was saying, I had somebody buy this. He bought it and then asked if he could do a local pickup. So I said, absolutely. So I went and met the guy, and he said, hey, I want to buy all your Ultimate Soldiers. I saw you had some others listed. How many do you have? And I was like, well, I probably have like 40 Ultimate Soldiers. And he wanted all the cards with the ammo, the guns, and all the different uniforms, all that kind of stuff. So I said, hey, tell you what, let me go home. I'll get everything together. I'll send you a picture. Stop by my house and check it out. And so now I'm going to actually show you the clip where I video everything after I've got it all set out. And I've got little price tags on all the items. And then I'll come back at the end and tell you guys how that sale went. So here is all the Universal Soldier items that I've got from that big Mother's Day sale, Mother's Day pickup that I had. Some of these are pretty cool stuff. 50. This one I've already got listed for 50. That one's 40. You got one on the bottom down there. I think that's 60. These things are really cool. These are the, I guess these are the kind of what came out as a little bit of competition for G.I. Joe in the late 90s, early 2000s. And these were just not as successful. I think they thought they were going to be really successful. They had a guy that worked on them, that helped design them, that was a really high name, big name guy, and just didn't work out. So got a lot of these cards where it's just, this one's not, it's probably the worst looking one. It's a little dark, but a lot of these cards are all the pieces and parts that go with it, each of the characters. And so the other big, these are big ones here. These are a German half-track and then a big M998 cargo truck. This might actually be worth more than 90. This one was going for up to 200. This one might actually be worth more. It was really hard. Nobody else had this one brand new in the box, so I actually rounded down a little bit. That set right there can go for 200 if it was brand new, and it can go for easily 125 in the shape that it's in. And then these two guys here. But anyway, this whole set, I'm going to try and got a guy coming by to look at it to do a bulk sale instead of doing eBay. He's a big Universal Soldier collector. So hopefully all these prices I've got on here are not counting, this is the raw money I would make on them minus about 5% if I sold them on eBay. So I subtracted about 5%. I'm figuring if he comes by, I'm going to offer him maybe 10% more off. So if I can get $1,200 to $1,250 for all these, that would be huge. Again, each of these items I've got between $2 to $5 is what I paid for them. So not a bad deal. Hopefully I can do this deal today and clear out a bunch of this inventory and go buy some more inventory. So as you guys saw, I have all the items out there. He stopped by, he checked it out. The first item that he bought on eBay was $17, $18, I'm sorry. So I got $2 into each and every one of those items that you saw there, including the one I sold on eBay to him. So I made $15 profit on the one he bought off of eBay, and then he did not want one of the most expensive items, a couple of the most expensive items that you saw on the back of the table there, the armor tank, half-track tank, and the box of the little army set that had the little miniature characters. He did buy the big tank. I kind of threw that in to sweeten the deal. I was hoping to get $1,200, but because I pulled out that one item that I've seen selling for $200 and a couple other small items I pulled out, he ended up buying almost all that for $750. So you figure, what is it, 40 items that I had out there, that's $80 cost to me, and he paid $750 for it. So my profit is $670 profit, which is absolutely one of the biggest profits I've had in this year and probably in a couple years. So not a bad deal at all. And the biggest thing is I had to spend no time beyond just pulling those things out and setting them on the table. I didn't have to list them, didn't have to take pictures, didn't have to do anything else with them. One big bulk sale, and I made, what is that? It's almost 10x my actual investment. So hopefully I can run across a couple of G.I. Joe collectors and Universal Soldiers. Soldiers of the World, because I've got some big lots of those left too. But if not, I'll list all those individually. So all that said, guys, tremendous sale on the end there to cap off a lot of the little bitty small sales that weren't that good. Having a sale like that made it tremendous. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the content. And as always, be blessed. See you next time.